about seasons?
Yeah, so seasons is going to be, we've had it in the past with my team. And the goal that Eric Benish wanted this year was to really extend the seasons across the entire game. So I'll speak to gameplay because that's my area. What we're doing with seasons is we're going to try and release content throughout the entire year. On day one, we've usually just thrown all the animations at you, all the signature moves and shots and everything. But we're going to try and roll that out across the year just to kind of change the meta up a little bit, give people something to look forward to.
The Grizzlies sporting their best look as they came into the building earlier. That's how to make an entrance on the road. Downtown Milwaukee is seen from the shore of Lake Michigan on a cloudless day. Welcome aboard, everybody. This is Wednesday Night Basketball of the NBA on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan along courtside with Brett Berry and Greg Anthony. We've got David Aldridge on our sideline. And the starting group for the Grizzlies. Jackson and Valanciunas, they're in the middle. Then there's Dylan Brooks. Then there's John Morant. And it's Melton in at the 2 spot. And for the Bucks, Parrish is out there with Dante DiVincenzo. And then there's Antetokounmpo. Then it's Dwayne Dedmon, and it's Diallo in at the
Oh, that was huge! Incredible. He's putting on a show for these fans.
I can't believe he pulled that one out in the course of an actual game. Midway through the season, are teams, Brent, still trying to find their identity and evolve, or is it just a matter of building on what you've already got?
I think at this point, you already know what you got, Kevin, and so what you want to do, I want to be the best at what it is that I can do, and that's where I think coaching staffs are focused right now.
Tries again, and Giannis with the layup.
Giannis right now getting hard work done on the inside to get some extra possession.
Stolen by Parrish. And Antetokounmpo slams it in.
That's a nice toss up there, so you got to like the timing. But, of course, that's Giannis. He's going to grab anything.
And so Morant will bring it up for the Memphis Grizzlies. 4-point game. They put up a nice win against Detroit the last time out.
Remarkable consistency from deep. You can't count on that every game, especially on the road.
And the interesting part was they kept firing away in that game, but the defense didn't make much of an adjustment. Shooting 4 or 5 to start the game, that's got to be a feel-good.
They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
Melton feeling it out a bit. Gets it to go from beyond the arc.
Mano. This is where it can get a little personal.
Yeah, again, you can't take this too far to make it too selfish, but that exchange, that's fun to watch.
Morant against Parrish. And he goes big with the dunk right over Jaren Jackson.
He's going to put that one in his scrapbook. Insane dunk.
And now they're starting to rub it in. Build up a lead, and here we go, baby. It is showtime.
Look at the big fella working on that possession. He knows how to fend guys off and get those rebounds.
A second chance effort. Shot good by Diallo.
And a better box out saves them 2 points there.
It didn't seem like anybody was really aware there to go and collect that rebound in the possession.
The Grizzlies trail by 8. Brooks outside to the paint. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
And a bruising, fundamentally sound big man. Valanciunas is a throwback. More importantly, he's willing to play whatever role is asked of him.
A different look for Milwaukee. Howard's checked in for Dwayne Dedmon. Jackson comes in for Diallo. And it's Holiday in for Dante DiVincenzo. Here's Parrish. The dish to Antetokounmpo. Goes to the reverse layup and claps it in. Antetokounmpo's got 6.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
And let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, I was able to talk with Memphis' head coach. We talked about the seemingly unending difficulties Giannis presents to a defensive game plan. And the coach pointed out was, you're going to have to be very early with fouls. He said Giannis can create so much contact and get you in foul trouble early and hurt your team down the road. So they'll try to keep their arms straight up while contesting shots. Guys?
Thank you, David. Robert Covington's checked in for Giannis Antetokounmpo.
When you find yourself up double digits in the first quarter, you know you're doing something right.
Well, dominant so far. That's the responsibility of the starters. Now let's see if everybody else who plays in this game makes the same kind of high-level contributions.
He just doesn't look like himself this quarter. Something's missing.
Well, he's missing, and it's starting to affect a little bit in his body language, and you just don't want to see that.
Their play on both ends has been superb. We'll see if they can maintain the momentum.
Like tonight, that all the hustle plays have meant so much to this team. Now just sustain some of that energy and keep comfortable.
Count that one. Morant's got his second basket of the night.
Anderson has great vision as a point forward. Exceptional court awareness.
Parrish against Morant. A shot's good from Parrish. 8 points for him.
Displaying intensity right off the opening tip, especially on the offensive end.
Yeah, if you walked in at any point during this game to watch 5 minutes of play, one team played harder. We know who that was. This is a rough stretch right here for him offensively. Seems to be rushing shots.
And it's good off the back rim and in. Parrish has got 10.
Another good play. This is how they built the lead, calling on the right guys at the right time.
Basketball IQ is something that gets talked about, but its importance to a team showing up here, running plays that turn into scores.
Morant against Parrish. Just 3 on the clock, and it's Parrish with the jam.
Really seizing the momentum of this game, but doing it with a methodical approach.
Well, how good have they been on the inside tonight, just getting down into the painted area and just dominating, controlling that spot.
And so it's Milwaukee riding a 15-point lead at the end of the quarter. They've been playing some ferocious defense. We'll take a quick break and then back to the action here. And recently, on the subject of trash talking, Giannis Antetokounmpo had this to say.
I like to stay locked in to the game and football.
Greg, as you always say, different guys intimidate in different ways.
And when you have his level of length, athleticism, and skill, you don't need to say a word.
And if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. And quite a position here for the Bucks to be in. What do you think, guys?
On the attack right from the tip, they've been relentless offensively.
Well, just taking it right at the opposition and the other team right now. No answers and no way to slow them down.
And a chance here presented by Gatorade to see who's on the floor. All fueled up and ready to go for the start of the second quarter. So on the floor for Memphis, you've got Morant. Kyle Anderson is out there with Brandon Clark. And it's Tillman in its center. Pass to Anderson. 6 to shoot. Bain guarded by Holiday. Stolen by Holiday. Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Well, Magician in the last matchup against the Nets was a man on a mission. He scored 41 points, and he was efficient out there, whether it was from the field or at the free throw line. A very solid stat line for him in what was a terrific outing. And you know he wants to keep the momentum going, Kevin.
David, we appreciate the update. Greg, we'll see if he can keep rolling here tonight.
Yeah, and that's the rub. When he's in rhythm, he can carry your team across the line.
And you want to see him make sure that the teammates are also involved in what they're doing, especially if he draws that much attention.
And so it's Memphis with it. And Clark has got the ball here for the Memphis Grizzlies. Trailing by 17. Morant with a wide open look. Second chance shot. Tillman's shot is good. Tillman's got his first 2 points of the night.
You don't want to ever give up points on the boards. That's the lesson for the team there. That's a hustle play to save points.
And Milwaukee calls their first time out of the game. Greg, one of your former teammates, John Starks, would get under a guy's skin on the court. He's like a... left to play here in the second quarter. They get it back. Howard. Some solid defense from Clark.
Yeah, better than giving up the layup. You want to go in there and use the hard foul. They did it there. That's aggressive attitude defensively.
Tough task trying to corral Clark there, especially when he's looking to score.
Memphis shooting their third and fourth free throw shots of the night.
And as a team, really just middle of the pack in terms of their percentage from the line at about 76.
First one falls for them. Both teams will make substitutions. And so Clark nails both of them. Bucks leading by 8. Parrish with it, bringing off a 41-point performance last game out. It's good on the putback.
Just in a perfect position to grab that rebound and then get the putback.
Bain guarded by Holiday. Pass to Melton. And it's blocked. 23 seconds left in the first half. And Clark over to help. Feeds it to Jackson. Passes it to Tate. Clock at 6. Here's Parrish. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. That's on Jaren Jackson. Milwaukee shooting their first shots from the free throw line tonight. Free throw good, Parrish. Both free throws good from Parrish. And so it's the Milwaukee Bucks. And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly here in the second. Really an incredible game from Magician.
Yeah, it's been a great performance from him, really staying focused on quality shots.
Yeah, this is showing that they're not going to play at anybody else's pace but their own.
Dante DiVincenzo, he's out there with Parrish. Then it's Dwayne Dedman, and then there's Antetokounmpo. And it's Diallo in at the small forward. That's the group for Milwaukee right now.
Giannis bringing it down, using that sensational length to get that finish.
Here's Morant. And there's the pass to Jackson. Over onto Antetokounmpo, and the shot is good. The Bucks lead has been cut down to 12 on the bucket from Jackson.
Yeah, this is what you love about him, the confidence on that mid-range.
That's a staple of his offensive attack, and proving once again he can do some damage from that area.
Parrish against Brooks. A shot's good from Parrish. Parrish has got 18 points.
And that bucket adds to what has been a big difference in points in the paint between the two teams.
The Grizzlies trail by 14, so timeout called here. The first for Memphis.
And coach can't be happy, and I think I know why. Their defense putting up no resistance inside.
No, they're not preventing them from scoring, and if you can get to a high efficiency shot on the floor, and that's the paint, you just keep going.
Second half of basketball, just over a minute played so far. Brooks finds Morant. Memphis moving that ball around. Here's Melton. And a miss there on the triple.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
Back to Parrish. Down low, Edmond passes to Diallo. 6 to shoot. Over Jackson. Here's Parrish. Left side, out of Kumbo. With 1 on the clock and plenty of contact on the shot. So 2 free throws coming up. And Memphis called for the foul.
It's interesting, as Giannis has grown in this league, the Greek Freak we know is so versatile, just competing to be one of the best players in the business.
Kyle Anderson, he's checked in for D'Anthony Melton. Morant looking around. Here's Valanciunas. Good D by Howard.
Team starts the second half missing 4 of 5 shots. When does the coach possibly call a timeout and reiterate what he talked about at halftime?
No doubt, Greg, you were known being a gritty, in-your-face defender. And when you think of the most hard-nosed point guards in the NBA today, who comes to mind?
For me, I think Chris Paul, I go first because this guy, one, he's a phenomenal two-way player. He'll do whatever it takes to win, even if that means pushing the envelope a little bit. Pat Beverly is another guy, just a flat-out bulldog. Marcus Smart, I think, falls into that category. Again, it's not always about being the most talented, but if you bring an edge about you, that really permeates throughout your team. So those are some guys. Drew Holiday is another guy I'd throw into that mix as well.
Yeah, they all lock in. You're right. And the shot goes in. 20 points for Magician.
Doing a lot of nice work now from the field. He's helped get them this lead, and now he's helped them keep it.
Morant passes to Anderson. And here's Jackson. Antetokounmpo defending. Pass to Brooks. Lets it go with the 3. Dwight Howard pulls it in.
I'm not sure how he finds himself in so much space there. He's kicking himself for whiffing a bit on that one.
That shot is good. He's taken 15 and made 10 from the field tonight.
I mean, he is tearing the defense apart, and let's face it, they have not brought their A game on that side of the ball.
Parrish kicks to DiVincenzo. And another 3 for Milwaukee.
Boy, you have to be impressed with the offensive production. They have got it firing on all cylinders.
I mean, this team is just dangerous. Right now, every shot that they're putting up feels like it's going in.
Milwaukee making a switch here. Holiday's checked in. Second half here. We're just over 3.5 minutes into it. Timeout called. The Grizzlies
giving up a run here. Can they turn it around?
Hard to say right now. At this point, I've seen the coaches run through 2 or 3 iterations of defense. Is there a 4th? I'm not sure. .122 left to play here in the third. Inside. Lays it up and banks it in.
You got to know, this is Clark's skill set at this stage of his career. He takes quality shots when he's inside.
Here's Parrish, and it's Parrish finishing it off.
Haven't we seen that a few times today, guys? I mean, their defense has got to have a little bit more toughness about it.
And Morant's got the ball here for the Memphis Grizzlies. Makes it off the glass. Morant's got 15.
And when Morant is cooking like this, it's fun to watch. He burns you in so many ways.
Morant's against Parrish. It's good. Parrish has got 10 points here in the second half.
It just seems like the more he touches it, the more the lead grows.
40 seconds left in the third. The Grizzlies trail by 21. To the middle. Oh, and there's the one-handed jam.
Sometimes you just wonder, how did Morant see that guy? The vision is special.
Parrish. Grizzlies with the rebound.
And all the skill used on that crossover. You might want to save a little bit for the finish. unable to convert there.
Dwayne Dedmon's checked in for Milwaukee. And Memphis also making a switch. DeAnthony Melton, he's checked in for John Morant. Here's Parrish. And the Bucks miss again. And it's Memphis on the break. Anderson passes to Melton. Bain. Oh, to beat the clock. God, what a play!
That is fun to watch. Lets it go at the very last second.
Oh, man, that's got to be frustrating for the defense, too. You just give up momentum like that at the end of the quarter.
And a moment now as we take a look at our State Farm assists of the game.
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter for him.
Well, there's a way to break down the defense.
Good look for Milwaukee. Antetokounmpo's checked in for Robert Covington. Dante DiVincenzo comes in for Justin Jackson. And it's Parrish in for Drew Holiday.
A great floor away, and this says that Antetokounmpo has a sense for when the D has overcommitted or shifted his way, and then he finds where his teammate is open on the floor.
So on the floor for Memphis, Jackson and Valanciunas, they're in the middle. Then there's Dylan Brooks. Then it's Brandon Clark. And it's Melton in at the point guard. Valanciunas, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
And one way Valanciunas generates offense, using that big body to snare the board and keep the play alive.
Parrish, the pass to Giannis. Now here's Parrish. Tight defense on him. 5 to shoot. Antetokounmpo kicks to Diallo. And it's Parrish with the jam.
Absolutely the prettiest play in basketball, executed to perfection.
I don't think you get an argument there. Everybody loves the alley-oop. The Grizzlies trail by 20. Brooks outside. And with the frequency of three-point shots skyrocketing, Greg, does the drastic change concern you? And should something be done to lessen the dependence these teams have on threes?
It's crazy. I mean, we're starting to see teams take more threes than twos. You know, some have said maybe limit fouls on three-pointers to only 2 free throws. That might eliminate some of the flopping on those long-range attempts, but I really feel like this is the evolution of the game, and that three is going to be vital.
Well, Dedmon plays with some power, and when he's aggressive, it forces the defense to get a little bit more physical with him.
So Memphis ends up going with the new group.
Taking 2 shots.
He's perfect from the line this time. There's 1:26 left in the game.
And as we head to the final buzzer here, a crushing blowout, big-time dominance, and this will go in the record books as a gaudy win for the Bucks.
You don't see this kind of a blowout often, but tonight this is a quality win across the board to deliver out this kind of punishment.
They definitely never changed the approach. They just kept after it and showed they were clearly the better team in just about every single category.
And so they'll be advancing their win total to 42 games.
And with this win, it gives them a sweep of the season series, even though it's just a brief 2-gamer.
And we watched one guy all night long, guys, and looking at the stats just confirms what a dominant game he had. What a night tonight it was for Magician.
Serving up feeds all night long.
Look at that.
And once they smelled blood in the water, you could see the killer instinct take over.
Yeah, up until that point, a competitive game, but once they broke through that barrier, it was all them. Complete control.
Brown, and he banks in the layup.
Now, how about how he sets his man up there, runs him right into the screen, and then gets the basket?
Here's Parrish. It's to Dedmon. It's good.
Impressive job by the players, coaches, and don't discount the impact of these fans.
Awesome to see their output tonight, trying to urge their team on, and that can always help. That home advantage of home fans getting you going, fully on display here.
Brown, the pass to Tillman. Kicks to Jones. This one for 3. Not going to go that time. So no problem for Milwaukee as they get the win. And the outcome of this one was never in doubt.
And boy, they really put in a supreme effort. It just felt like once they had that lead and it was comfortable, they were not going to relinquish it.
Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Brent Berry, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan along with our 2K Sports crew, thanking you for tuning in. We'll see you later.